Having mature skin does not mean that we have to settle for eyeliners that smudge on our lids. You know, when you have that droopy lid and your eyeliner is way up here and you didn't intend for it to be, it doesn't have to be that way. Well, it's Friday face-off time, and you know, that means that we are comparing two eyeliners, not only through the application process, but also an 8-hour wear test to see how they perform on our more mature eyes. Now, I have some thoughts about both of these eyeliners. I'm gonna save that till the end because I want you to see, really see for yourself how these two perform. One of them I've had a love-hate relationship with, and by that I mean I didn't really understand how to wear it, but I'll share with you what I was told during a master class that showed exactly how to wear this product. In today's lineup, Victoria Beckham's Satin Eyeliner. This comes in 20 shades and sells for $35. Up against the newly launched Mature Beauty brand by Glam Girl Gabby. This sells for $25 and comes in 5 beautiful shades. But there's a deal on the website. You can get all 5 shades for $100. Before we get into the application and formula of these two eyeliners, one of the biggest points of difference is the application tip that comes on the other end. Victoria Beckham offers this sponge tip applicator. I find it a little bit hard. It does have a nice point on it, but you'll see it in action. And the Mature Beauty comes with an angled brush, and it's not too hard, not too soft. This is one of the tools that comes with a product that I actually use. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Jody. I'm 56. Think of me as your midlife beauty bestie, where we are peeling back what's important in products for those of us with mature skin and seeing, do they really hold up and wear? Because we know our skin, the way makeup works on our skin, it's all just different. And sometimes I think we get left out in the discussion about makeup. But I have to say, I'm super impressed with the Mature Beauty brand. And because, I mean, there's women that look like us on their website. In full transparency, you guys know I'm a big fan of Glam Girl Gabby. She is a friend of mine. Even if she wasn't a friend of mine, I would be putting these two eyeliners in a matchup so that you can visually see for yourself the true difference. All right, Victoria Beckham, I have it in shade brown. Now, you might have saw one of my Friday face-offs before where I compared this to a NYX eyeliner, and I did not like this one at all, and that is because I was using it incorrectly. I attended a masterclass on how to use this, and the key is to use less than you think and only go half of what you need. So for example, if you're gonna go across the top of your lashes, you're only gonna go about halfway. See what I did there? Nice crisp line. And then you're supposed to take the sponge tip applicator, according to the makeup artist teaching the class, and slightly smudge that formula the rest of the way that you want it. So you place it half of the area with the product and then use this half to get it the rest of the way. And it is a nice looking eyeliner. It's very creamy. Again, this is in the shade brown. And then you take it across the bottom, which I already did, and I'm gonna smudge it out again with the sponge tip applicator. Put the lid back on so I don't mark all over myself. I think the sponge tip applicator is a little bit harsh. And by harsh, I mean it's not soft enough, so I feel like I'm tugging to get the product into the wrinkles that I have under my eyes. And if I don't really press it in, then I end up with a dotted line under my eyes, which isn't cute. So I'm just gonna pull that out. The color payout that you get from the Victoria Beckham eyeliners is really pretty. It's, dare I say, punchy. Not too much, it's not overbearing, it's just a beautiful, strong eyeliner. The thing I struggle with this one is, no matter how sharp you get this, it's if you like a crisp, sharp line on top like I do, or maybe you like a crisp line on the bottom, I feel like you have to smudge it the rest of the way. If I was to take this and just go over the whole top, it's just way too much product, and I find that it's really smeary. So I do take the tip from the makeup artist in the masterclass that said just apply it about half of what you need and then pull it the rest of the way. And that does work. I just like a crisper, more snatched eyeliner look to the top lash. The creaminess of this formula, I love. The texture, I love. The pigment, I love. What I don't love is how I can't have a sharp line on top without it just being way too much. And for our more mature eyes, I don't like to have a ton of eyeliner, and I don't want to have to keep going over it to get the look that I'm going for. But it is very, very pretty, and I want to share it with you because many people love this. It's a very popular eyeliner, and you can see why. It's really nice. Now, it is waterproof, so I'm going to tight line because I like that look just to give a little bit more intensity to the look. The packaging of both of these eyeliners feels very luxurious. Now for Mature Beauty's Velvet Eyeliner. This comes in 5 shades. We are going to wear chocolate brown. Now clearly I have been wearing this eyeliner a lot, and I'm a little biased because I've gotten rid of many of my other eyeliners because I like this one so much. So I'm going to show you guys the magic. So just like the Victoria Beckham side, I'm going to go right on top, small strokes, only because of the creaminess but stiffness, if you will, of this product, I can go right where I want it to go, all the way in. I don't have to smudge it in place to get that crisp line that I like. And I'm gonna go right under here and go in the waterline. Now I'm gonna go across the bottom of the lashes. Now here's where I think this product really outshines any other ones on the market. This angled brush, I'm going to slightly soften and blur that product and drag it all across my under eye area. Now I like a look where the top is really defined, sharp, crisp lines, and the bottom is a little more smudged and smoky. I think that is just a very flattering look, very current look on our more mature eyes. See what I mean? Isn't that just gorgeous? I know many of you who watch my channel don't have mature skin. Mature Beauty is not exclusive to those of us with mature skin. Quite the opposite. It's inclusive of those of us with mature skin. You can see it all over the website. There are women that actually look like us, that have wrinkles, that have texture, stunningly beautiful, but they are mature. So I really applaud Gabby of Glam Girl Gabby for creating a product that is not only meant for us in its formulation, its ability to go in and over wrinkles, last all day through hot flashes, but also you see us on the marketing. So love that. All right, so here is Victoria Beckham. Here's Mature Beauty. We're gonna go 8 hours because application is only half of the story. We wanna know how well these last after 8 hours because our eyeliner needs to hold up. I was thinking about the other day, you guys remind me, who was the lady on Happy Days? Not the actress, but the character. Wasn't this Happy Days? Wasn't there a girl on Happy Days that did this? Is this one of those Mandela effect things? My husband and I were having this conversation and I'm like, I'm sure that was Happy Days. I feel like it was like a girlfriend or something of the Fonz. Am I remembering correctly? Let me know down in the description box. Okay, so there we go. Mature Beauty, Victoria Beckham. I'll see you guys after about 8 hours. All right, you guys, it has been 9 hours and yeah, I'm dropping. Clearly it's 9 hours. The eye-hand coordination, it's gone for the day. Now I do want to say I have a little spot on my nose. It is not flaking from the eyeliner or anything. I had a little motorcycle accident yesterday on my dirt bike. And what is it about getting older that our bruises look 100 times worse? I mean, don't get me wrong, it hurts, but I don't know that it hurts as bad as it looks because, yeah, we just bruise a lot easier, don't we, as we age? Yeah, we do. Back to these eyeliners. Let me just say this. When I say that I have found a new Holy Grail eyeliner, you guys, even if it wasn't a friend of mine that created this, trust me when I tell you it is that good. This will be a Holy Grail. This will be a top 10 that I'm always going to repurchase. This will be a stocking stuffer. This will be a products that you are going to want to get your hands on because once you switch, you just won't go back. And here's why. Doesn't that look better as the time went on? I mean, don't get me wrong. Out of the gate this morning, really pretty. Victoria Beckham is also very pretty as well. I just feel like it looks a little bit more smudgy underneath than the Mature Beauty. Mature Beauty looks as though I just did it, and this is 9 hours of wear. And it's 90 degrees outside. So there's that. And sometimes I feel like I'm like 190 from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a no-brainer for me. I feel like the Victoria Beckham is probably very pretty in the hands of a trained, experienced, celebrity, professional makeup artist, which I am not. I am an average girl that likes to put on my makeup in preferably 10 minutes or less and run out the door. However, I wanted to look as though I am a professional makeup artist. Right here, right here. Here we go, Mature Beauty. That did it for me. That's it. That's all I need to say. All right, you guys, that really, I'm gonna let the results speak for themselves because I want you to trust the results that you're seeing in addition to what I'm telling you. But to remove any bias, because I'm a big fan of Gabby's, I'll let you just see for yourself. If you have tried this product, and I know many of you have, let me know down in the comments so that anybody that is considering it, maybe somebody that's new to the channel and they just don't trust me yet, they're like, yeah, that's her friend. Of course she's gonna say that. I get it. I understand that. So don't just take my word for it. Trust your eyes. Your eyes are telling you. It's a winner. I found a new holy grail and I hope you do as well. I have not tried the gray yet. It's the only one I haven't tried. I'm gonna try this one. Maybe I'll put it over on Instagram in a stories or something just so you guys can see what the gray one looks like. Steel gray it's called. Love the rest of them. That champagne was really pretty. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that as well. If you're liking Friday face-offs, be sure to check out this one I just did last week on face balms. Love face balms for the summer. I am wearing the IT Cosmetics Do It All today with that new Pixie blush that I absolutely love because it doesn't look too much like blush. It just looks a little flush of color. It's the, I'll link it down below. It's called Cheek something. I don't have it in front of me, but I'll link it for you. All right, you guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel because next Thursday is a live stream. You don't want to miss that. And the notifications will come if you are a subscriber right on our community tab. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in just a couple days. Bye-bye.